Hey y'all, welcome back to Just Making It with Fee, and I'm Fifi. If you're new or returning here, of course, welcome. As I always say when I open up, this channel was primarily made for my friends and family, just to show them what I do in my kitchen, because I'm often posting pictures on Facebook of my meals, and they're always asking me, well, how do I do this? How do I fix that? Right now, I'm so busy in my life, I don't have time to write down, things step by step. So this was just, the easiest way that I could think of to come up with showing them what I do. I don't do anything spectacular in my opinion, but I try to keep my meals economical during this time of inflation. I try my best to keep my meals $15 and under, and my meals tend to feed 4 to 6 people. Don't know if you're interested in anything like that, but that's what I do here. Anyway, tonight I'm gonna prepare the pizza from the pizza dough that I fixed last night. So it's kind of late. I'm not hungry, but I know my child would want some pizza when he come in from school tonight and some salad. So that's what I'm gonna fix. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump on into it. If you look at my other video, you'll see how I prepared the pizza dough. So if you're interested in knowing how I did all that, just look at my other video. I had pre-did that last night to try to speed things along tonight. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and preheat this oven, because I'm notorious for not turning stuff on. I'm going to preheat my oven to 425. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of this jarred marinara sauce that I purchased from Aldi. I think that might be a little bit too much, but we going to see. And I did a grocery haul too, that showed, everything that I had purchased and the items that I purchased on that grocery haul. That's going to last me approximately 2 weeks. I'm trying to see if my receipt still over here so I can tell y'all how much this stuff costs again. I know I added up the price of making 2 pizzas, and I just did it based upon cheese pizza, and the ingredients that I needed to make 2 cheese pizzas would have came out to $10.95. So we'll just leave it like that. Okay, to my marinara sauce, I'm just gonna add a tad bit of salt. Y'all, if y'all been on here long enough, y'all know that I really don't cook with salt. But if I'm cooking with some tomatoes or some red sauce, I always add a little bit of salt because it brings out the flavor, in my opinion. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some garlic powder in here. Then I'm gonna add my salt-free seasoning. If you check out that video from where I made my pizza crust, you'll see that I had used up all my oregano, and I'm crushed. But if I had some more oregano, I most definitely would have added it into this sauce. But this is fine. It's still gonna taste good. And if you don't want to put any type of seasoning in your sauce, it's your kitchen. You do what you want to do. You don't have to. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do to this sauce, y'all. I'm just going to set it over here to the side. That's how in my opinion, I don't be doing anything spectacular, but you want to see what's going on in my kitchen? There you go. Alright. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get my pizza crust out. Well, my dough. From where I had made my crust yesterday, and I already done floured my little area that I'm working. I'm just gonna knead it a little bit. This is the dough that doesn't have any seasoning in it, because if you look at that video, you're gonna see one that has seasoning, And you're gonna see one. Well, you're gonna see one that has seasoning in it. And I shared that I was gonna make another one that doesn't. So this is the one that doesn't have seasoning in it. Then I'm just gonna flour this a little bit. And while it's on my mind, I'm gonna go ahead and oil my pan up a little bit. If you have some spray, that spray will work good, but that's a luxury rather for me right now. If I'm already buying oil, I'm not finna buy no spray. So the only thing I did, as you saw, I just poured a little bit of oil on here. I got me a paper towel, and guess what? It's finna do the trick. Make sure to get the sides. My son, he wanted a stuffed crust pizza, and I have some string cheese in the freezer, but I forgot to take it out the freezer so it could unthaw a little bit. And I know I could have just probably stuck it in there frozen, but I just didn't do it, so he'll be alright. As long as he have him some pizza, he's fine. Anyway, I'm just gonna roll this out a little bit. Put this lid on here because I'm kind of goofy and I'm notorious for spilling stuff. But I'm not doing anything but just rolling this out so that I can transfer it to here. That's all I'm doing. This is what really takes the longest when you're rolling this step, besides making the dough. That's why I went ahead and pre-made my dough last night, because there ain't no way in the world I was going to do all this after I done been at work today. It just wasn't going to happen. Meals like this, I always try to help myself out and pre-make it a little bit. Alright. I'm just gonna kind of survey this and see how it look. See some spots where I can kind of make it a little bit thinner and rounder. It's not gonna be perfect, but hey, that's the art of making homemade pizza. And this is what I do, y'all. I kind of do it like that to make sure it's gonna fit on the pan. Okay, I put some oil on there, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on there. Some people put cornmeal. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna do flour. I'm not gonna do cornmeal. I don't care for that. I don't know if it's just the way I was raised or what, but I really don't care for the cornmeal. I was told it really helps with the texture or something, but I'm just going to do it this way. Alright. Now, I'm going to pick this up the best that I can. It's not going to be perfect. And I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm just going to swoop it up along the edges. If I had that stuffed, I'm finna say stuffed crust. If I had made a stuffed crust pizza, I would have had to extend my edges out a little bit more. You know, put the mozzarella cheese strings around there and then just fold it over. This is one reason why I like working with bread dough, because it's just, as you can see, it kind of moves a little bit better. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. what I'm doing, I'm just kind of, as you can see, poking it on the edges. Alrighty. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my sauce. Some people, I know, they'll go ahead and put their pizza crust in the oven for a little bit. Not to brown it, but just to get it going a little bit. And then they'll take it out the oven and then put their sauce on. But I'm tired. And I really don't feel like doing all that. So guess what? It's gonna turn out just the same. Just depends on, you know, how you do yours in your kitchen. Alright. You can put as little sauce or as much sauce on your pizza as you want. I'm going to try to put light sauce on this one, not too heavy. This is going to be the one for my son as I see it. So, his little picky self. Alright. Hi, Pumpkin. Hey, baby girl. I don't know if y'all can see my baby girl. No, y'all can't see it. Come here, Pumpkin, so they can see you. You gonna say hello? Y'all can see her peeping in a little bit. That's Kayla. Y'all know she gotta come in here and make her appearance. Just want to sit down, please. Sit down, Pumpkin. Want some cheese? Hold on, y'all. Want some cheese? There you go. I know that's why she came in here. She loves cheese. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top. And I also shredded this cheese up from a block of cheese that I purchased in my haul. So, if you want to see how much cheese it made. Well, this thing was full. I should have showed you from the beginning before I started pouring it on there, but it was full to the top. But if you just want to kind of see how much cheese it made, you can look at that. Look at my other video of where I had made my pizza crust, because I shredded my cheese on there. Kaylee, leave that alone, pretty girl. I hear you. Okay, I'm just gonna put a light layer on there. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I should have had this open. I'm going to open up my pepperoni that I purchased from Aldi as well. This is some turkey pepperoni, and this is how much comes inside of a pack. If you don't care for turkey pepperoni, they do have regular pork pepperoni. Kaylee, little girl, stop. Please stop. My Pumpkin, I always want to meddle and get in stuff when I get on this camera. She's like a little toddler. She wants all the attention in the world. Okay. Get back to this. I'm just going to put my pepperoni on here. I'm going to do a half and half pizza. I'm going to do this half pepperoni, half cheese. All I'm doing is just putting the pepperoni on there. I'm trying to put them on there as closely as I can, because when it cooks, it's going to shrink. I want to make sure that there's enough pepperoni on here, because it is going to shrink. I love homemade pizzas because the possibilities are endless. And it's one of the cheapest meals that you can prepare too. Believe it or not, in my opinion, the feed your family, especially if it's a lot of y'all. Because even if you buy ingredients, you're not going to really probably use all of the ingredients that you buy, with the exception of the cheese. Because everything else you have excess of that you can use it for other meals. Okay. Now I'm going to sprinkle some more cheese on top. This is just the way that he likes his. I should have put some more over here anyway, because it's going to be a half and half. So I'm going to put some more over here. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. Then I'm going to put a little bit more pepperoni on there. He likes a lot. Ain't going to put too much, because I need some for mine. No, y'all. I might just leave it like that. I'll give him a little bit more. But not too much. I learned this little trick at my part-time job. I work for a pizza place. I'm not going to say where, but I work for a national chain pizza place. And this is how we do one of our pizzas at work when people like double pepperoni. People be thinking that it's not double pepperoni, but it is, because we'll put some on the bottom, put some cheese on top of it, and then put a different layer of pepperoni on the top. Alrighty. Then I'm just going to put some more cheese over here, so this side could be cheesy. And this is our half and half pizza, half cheese, half pepperoni. I'm going to stick this in the oven. Woo, it's hot. I'm turning my timer on 17 minutes. That seems to be the magic number for me. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Alright, y'all. I don't know if y'all want to see me fix this other one, but guess I might as well go on and fix it while I'm on the camera. Let me see. No, I ain't gonna do that other one right now. I'm gonna get my salad together. I had also chopped up my lettuce. Because you know what? It ain't really nothing for me to do with this salad, the more I think about it. Because I had chopped up my lettuce yesterday, and this is how much lettuce I had from, one little stock of lettuce. And this is a big container. This is a Pioneer Woman container. You probably recognize it, so that'll just let you know how much one is. The only thing we're going to have on our salad is cheese. I'm going to sprinkle some cheese on top of it, and have the lettuce. So I'm gonna do nothing spectacular with it. I guess while that's cooking, I'll go ahead and fix this other one. Get that knocked out the way. Alright, this is the other pie crust that I had. I said pie crust, y'all. That's how tired I am. The other pizza crust that I made. This is the one with the seasoning in it. And you could probably see the seasoning on the camera through there. So this has seasoning in it. Put me some more flour down. Get me a spoon this time, because my hands been everywhere and I'm not trying to contaminate the flour. So Now back down here. Alright. I'm just gonna get this out of here. Ain't nothing spectacular. Need this. Then I'm gonna roll it on that other piece of pan. I have a piece of stone. What I normally do if I'm making a homemade pizza, as y'all seen, I put it on the little pizza pan that y'all saw earlier, and that's just one of them little cheap Dollar Tree pizza pans. But if I be in the mood, I take the pizza off of that pan when it's done or almost done, and I stick it on my pizza stone and let it, you know, cook some more, and it just helps to crisp it up a little bit better. Hold on, y'all. I sound like my child, and I know it shouldn't be him. No. Okay. Nope, that's someone up the street. I was say, I know that's not him. He should still be in school unless he got out of school early. Okay, and I'm just gonna put some more flour on this little rolling thing. Then I'm gonna roll it out just like I did the other one. Alright. Nothing spectacular. Now this is mine. I'm gonna do mine half and half as well. I'm gonna do mine with pepperoni, ground beef, and onions on one side, and then the other side I'm gonna do veggies. So, and truth be told, this pizza is gonna last us, well, last me 2 days, because I'll eat some for dinner, and then I'll take it, you know, take some for work, and probably still have a little bit more left over. And my son, on the other hand, it just depends on, you know, him and his appetite. I wish I could be like him, boy. That boy, I said, he's athletic built, so he can eat a horse and don't gain a pound. But he works out a lot too. He works out more than I do. I'm losing my weight because I was a little bit chunkier than this, but I am steady walking on my treadmill and looking at videos on YouTube and working after them when I get home from work. So it's helping me drop my weight. I went down 2 pant sizes, so I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. Okay, I'm just repeating the same step that y'all saw me do earlier, so I'm not gonna sit up here and just keep on repeating myself, saying the same thing over and over and over when you saw me do it the first time. Alright, just got that little excess flour off. Okay, now all I'm finna do is transfer this onto this the best that I can. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of stretch it out, mold it. I think I need to roll this a little bit. Kind of hard for me to roll it on here, so I like to roll it on there first, then stretch it out. Alright. do with my spoon, y'all? Here it is. I need to put a little bit of flour on my hand so it won't stick. Alright. Just a little bit. Yeah. My hands won't be sticking as bad to the dough. This one a little bit sticky. Alright. I'm just trying to them edges to stay. I didn't roll this one out as good. Need a little bit more. Dang, I can't get the flour out the bag. Ooh, that's too much. Oh, too much. Ugh, I hate when I have those little patches of flour on there, but luckily this one is mine, so I'll be alright. Alright. Alright, then I'm just gonna try to do the same thing that I did with that other one to try to get it to stay up. Don't want to. A little bit more flour right there. Alright. Good enough. And put my piece of sauce on there. The other pizza had 7 minutes, just so y'all know where it's at. I'm not gonna, stick this one in the oven and then keep y'all on here while it's cooking. I might post a picture of this one, the done picture, but I'm not gonna keep y'all on here. I'm just gonna fix this one while that other one cooking, so at least y'all can see one. Alright. And then get my sauce on there. Try to scrape as much as that out, so I won't be wasteful on that. It smells good in here. It smells like a pizzeria. Alright. Alrighty. I still had a little bit of cheese left from when I had used the block of cheese from my sons, and y'all seen how much I put on there. Okay, this is the cheese that I fixed for me. This is the one that I had put the seasoning in. So if you look at that other video of where I had made the pizza dough and you see me shred this cheese, you'll see that I had added, what I put in here, y'all? Oregano, garlic powder, and salt-free seasoning, if my memory serves me correctly. I put the last bit of oregano in my cheese to season it up. Okay. Okay. And I still got some cheese left from this one too. Alright, put all that cheese on it. Okay. I do half, like I said, I'm gonna do half and half. So I'm gonna do like half pepperoni, ground beef, and onion on one side. Then the other side I'm gonna do veggie. And like I said, this is turkey pepperoni, but I already do sell the regular pork pepperoni. We just don't consume pork in my household. So just so y'all know, if y'all are, interested in getting a regular pork pepperoni. And they're both the same price too. One is not more expensive than the other. Okay. I'm just gonna go. I really didn't have to put that much on there the more I think about it, because I'm gonna throw some other stuff on there. Honey, that's too much. I know y'all be doing this in y'all kitchen too. Y'all be realizing y'all using too much and y'all be deleting. I know I can't be the only one. I know I can't be. Alright. I can use this pepperoni for something else. So, this is how much pepperoni I had left from that pack. And I can use that for something else, like for a little salad or something. Alright. Next thing I'm going to do, I had ground me up some ground beef earlier because I was going to freeze it. So, I'm just taking it from this pot and I'm just going to sprinkle it on there. So, I got to stick that ground beef in some freezer bags. Y'all know I like to, freeze up my ground beef so when I have weeknight meals that I want to get in and out of the kitchen fairly quickly, I can do so. Alright. This says 2 minutes. Hold on, y'all. Let me see how this pizza looking. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all know I get excited over food. If y'all been on this channel long enough, y'all know I get super excited. That pizza looking good, y'all. Shoot, my son's pizza is looking good. This side, I'm going to put some mushrooms, some bell pepper, some black olives, some onion, some jalapeno, some banana pepper. And I think that's all that I have to put on there. So that's what I'm going to put on this side. I'm just going to move this out the right way real quick. What can I put this in? I'm just going to stick this on top of my microwave. Alright. Put down my little thing and